On our way back from our trip to Copenhagen in July of 2022, we stopped for 3 days in Iceland.
One of the first places we went to was the Blue Lagoon. I was super excited to come here, and so was the rest of the family, and it was nice to spend the whole day relaxing in the warm waters. There was a swim-up bar for face masks and also another bar for drinks.
Is that a beer?
In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here.
Is that a glass?
And when we're far from here, our friends will be drinking on the beer. Skull.
Should I put that in the video?
We'll see how it turns out.
The next day, we drove around the Golden Circle, which is an easy drive from Reykjavik. Along the route is Pingvellir National Park, which is geologically significant because you can see the tectonic plates of Europe and North America separating.
Here is a clip showing how hot these thermal areas are and the fact that it's boiling, you can see. And in a baking video before we came here to Iceland, we actually saw them baking bread under the soil with how hot it was, and they took it after 12 hours and the loaf was completely ready to eat.
Next, we visited the geyser, which erupts every 5 to 10 minutes. The word geyser actually originated in Iceland.
The Gullfoss waterfall is probably one of the treats of the Golden Circle.
After seeing an Icelandic horse expedition, we passed by one of Iceland's large geothermal plants on the way back to Reykjavik.
Reykjavik is a small, walkable city, and one you can easily see in a day.
You can't miss Hallgrímskirkja, which is the large Lutheran cathedral at the top of the hill.
We enjoyed some pastries at a local bakery, and I got myself a chocolate espresso donut, one that I've never tried before.
Day 3, and our last day in Iceland, we drove up to the Snæfellsnes Peninsula for a day-long car ride. We came across these cool rock formations, and Brendan couldn't resist climbing up to get a better view.
Right. The shape, I know.
At the Saxhall crater, the water was so blue.
We also came across the skeleton of a whale which had washed up on the beach. Back in the car, we drove by hundreds of horses. The Black Church is a favorite place for people in this area of Iceland to get married. We made frequent stops along Iceland's extremely rugged coast.
It was interesting to see in July snow on some of the hills or mountains in the distance.
We made a quick stop to see some of the horses closer up. Around every corner in Iceland, it seems there's a waterfall. We passed lots of free-range grazing sheep, and I always thought I wanted to bicycle across Iceland, and still might, but there's not much of a shoulder on most roads. We got out of the car to check out a beautiful area with nobody around that was also a great place to fly the drone.
After catching a quick glimpse of a rare Arctic fox, our last stop was at the Black Beach.